Hello there and welcome back to taking a look at the classics, and as you can see today we've got two of the skeleton vehicles. We've got the Skull Motorbike and we've got Nuckals ATV. So these are the only two that I had, so we're going to be reviewing them together. Now obviously I do have the instructions for both of these. Nuckals ATV was a limited edition set and it did include Kai DX's spinner. And then we can see the back, and the advertisements in both of these are pretty much the same, I think. So we've got that poster there. Lego Universe, Ninjago the board game, the map of the golden weapons, and an advertisement for the sets. Advertisement for the sets again, all of the weapons, and then we've got all of the characters there, and some of these sets. So yeah, oh, and the spinners there as well. So yeah, there was a lot of advertisements in these instructions, and yeah, this one I believe is the same. It does also have this advertisement in it as well, and that as well. So yeah, that's the instructions out of the way. Now of course both of these sets are similar because they include a vehicle, one ninja and one skeleton. Obviously Nuckals ATV comes with Nuckal, of course, so that's going to be the first minifigure we take a look at. And sadly you can see some of the print has worn a bit on him, but you can see he's got the head there and the printing all the way around him. And yeah, and he comes with this weapon. He's got that blue belt there. When you take that off, there you can see the armor piece underneath, which has sadly worn away quite a bit, and it's the only one I own that is blue, so that's quite sad. But yeah, that is Nuckal. The set also included Kai DX with his spinner. This was the first way you could get this spinner, because this came out before the Mountain Shrine. But yeah, you could just spin it and it would try and attack the ATV, like so. And of course, just like the spinners, you've got the bit in the middle that spins around to knock the minifigure out. But of course, Kai DX, nothing exclusive about this, but this was the only way to get him in the winter wave. And yeah, there you can see his face, his back print, and then the back of the mask. And he did come with a golden sword, and of course you could put him in the spinner and then spin him away. So yeah, that is it for the minifigures of Nuckals ATV. Next up we've got the Skull Motorbike. This included Chopov and Jay. Now Chopov here is in his full mode. He's got the helmet and he's got his armor piece there, so you can see that. He did come with this nice copper axe, and yeah, you can see taking the helmet off, there is his face print. And yeah, this wasn't the only way you could get Chopov, but it was the only way you could get his complete form with the helmet and the armor piece. So yeah, that was pretty good. And then Jay, of course, the regular Jay ninja suit. He did come with the original nunchucks of lightning, as you can see, as well as a sword. And there is his face, and nothing on the back. So yeah, that's it for the minifigures of these two sets. Now we can get on to the sets themselves. Of course, they're both skeleton vehicles. They've both got the faces on the front there, as you can see. And yeah, both of them were pretty good additions to your Skullkin collection. So the ATV is the biggest, of course. We'll start with that. As you can see, it has got some suspension, which was pretty cool. It's got this flame that you can move up and down. You were able to stand Nuckal right in the middle there, and he could kind of control his ATV. As you can see, he's got these little gear sticks to use and control the thing. You can see we've got the bones at the back here used as these little wheel guards. You can lift those up and down like so. And yeah, all four wheels were the same. You could just drive this along like so. And the suspension there. And there you can see a view from the bottom. It was pretty small, but yeah, it was a pretty good set, and I believe it was an exclusive set because it did say limited edition on the box. But yeah, you can see the skeleton face there. It looks very cool, and you could lift that up as well like so to reveal what's underneath, which is just a cannon that you can fire off. So you just press on this red bit here and it would fire out the spring-loaded shooter. So yeah, that would just fire straight out of the skeleton's mouth, and you could use it to kind of attack Kai on his spinner. So let's do that now, as you can see. So yeah, that was kind of the aim of the game. You could spin Kai and then fire this at him. So let's try that now. There we go, we just hit Kai. So that worked perfectly. So yeah, that was pretty much the aim of the game with Nuckals ATV. Pretty good set, and yeah, great value. Obviously, you get two great minifigures in it, and both of them before you could get them. Although I believe Nuckal was also in the dojo, so this was actually the cheapest way to get him before the spinner was released. So yeah, and as for the Skull motorbike, as you can see, it is a big motorbike. Again, just like the ATV, it's got these bone wheel guards at the back here over this tyre. Flames shooting out of the back there. You can see the chain there, that was for the play feature that we'll get to in a bit. But you could sit Chopov here, and he could kind of ride the bike into battle. And you can see the skull prints on there and there. And on this side, you did have this little bit on the side that you could pull down, and you can see that's kind of tugging on the chain there. And the idea with that was you could place a minifigure, I don't know, around here maybe, and then what you could do is you could just use this to kind of smack them down, and then you just push it back up to reload. So let's try and get that to work now. Yeah, as you can see, it just knocks Jay clean out there. And you can see at the front it's got the two tyres there. See, yeah, that is pretty much all that there was to these sets. Obviously, as I said, these are the only two skeleton vehicles that I owned. But yeah, putting them together, they're both pretty good, and they would both be pretty menacing for the ninja to come across without any help of their own. So obviously, they've both got their own little weapons that they can use to attack the ninja. That blew him straight off. So yeah, that's really all I have to say about these two classic sets. Great sets back in the day, and they definitely hold up today. And again, as I said, Nuckals ATV was pretty rare back in the day. It was an exclusive set, so if you could find it, that was pretty good. And of course, it did also come with a spinner, which was always a bonus when we got spinners. So yeah, that's really all I've got to say about these two sets, and I will see you again very soon.